Hadouken!
Hadouken!
I'm a gamer every day.
I'm a habitual new gamer.
Kirby is a tiny pink blob.
I've started more new games on Elden Ring than you have leveled up all your characters.
Why is it I can carry 18 iron swords but only like 32 apples?
Welcome back to the Hollywood Gamer, where Hollywood meets gaming. I'm Harrison.
And I'm Nick, and we're live at Next Gen Games in Hollywood.
Oh, yes, we are.
We're
Nicholas.
so back, baby.
Here we go. We are on level 14.
And what do we get for level 14, Harrison?
We get an attribute point to allocate.
Oh, where are we putting it?
I feel like I've been choosing every week, so why don't you decide
Okay.
where we allocate this
You
point?
know, we're going to do endurance.
I like endurance. It means we can have more equipment load,
More rolls,
more
sprints.
rolls. I like that. More rolls and more, so we can run longer.
Yep. And we know these open world games. Some of them are pretty big.
And not all of them give you horses to run around in.
No, not all of them give you horses. Jesus. I have a fun little tidbit for you later in our speedrun trivia that actually talks about this. So good luck.
All right, well, that being said, that's for later for trivia. So we are moving right along to, what are we playing this week?
What,
Nicholas?
I have finally built my my new PC. So I have a slew of games that I have not been able to touch for probably 2 years because my graphics card and my motherboard and everything was just so out of date.
That
but
is a
now
big
I
backlog.
I can now play all of them. So right now I am playing Dragon's Dogma 2.
At the same time, you're playing Dragon's Dogma 2 right now.
Yes, because my old PC couldn't handle it. It was like this tiny little windowed corner when I first started playing it.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is freaking awesome.
It's so cool. It's so pretty. I had no idea it was that pretty.
Well, you've been missing out. Yeah, the original was like something special too.
I'm
Original.
sure.
I fell in love with the original Dragon's Dogma 2012. That game is the reason that there are so many other games that are in that play style and that are successful.
That like D&D, like RPG kind of
They drew
setup.
inspiration from that. Yeah, that game was like one of the real first, like real fantasy-driven, non-cookie cutter open world RPG games.
So-
And they were like, they did what they wanted to. Capcom did it, and they did it again for D2.
So would you say that Baldur's Gate, like the first one, and Dragon's Dogma are kind of like the header for that, like D&D style of video game?
I can't say that because Baldur's Gate is so far away and from Dragon's Dogma, in a sense, like the release. They didn't like set in stone anything because they were
Sure.
like 20 years apart, both of them. Like the original Baldur's Gate was like in what, 96 or something? 98?
Something like that.
And then Dragon's Dogma, the original, was in 2012. So that's like 20 years later, almost. So, you know, it's
I see what you're saying.
more like 15 years later, but still.
Yeah.
It's kind of a long stretch, but I just think it was a pivotal piece of gaming to today's gaming. In the history of gaming.
In the history of gaming.
That's right. So Dragon's Dogma, definitely a good game. Definitely a great franchise.
Speaking of history of gaming,
Oh.
we're making history right now with the first live gaming podcast.
We are on the first live gaming podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out, Nicholas.
You're
Level
welcome.
14.
Level 4. So you were telling me earlier.
Wait, hold on. We didn't say what I'm playing.
Oh, what are you playing?
I went back to Elden Ring.
You know, you were telling me that Night Rain made you do something.
I am playing Elden Ring right now. And I'll tell you why I'm playing Elden Ring right now.
Okay.
Because I love Elden Ring. It is one of my favorite video games of all time.
It's fantastic.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I mean, what, it won game of the year like 3 years in a row?
I honestly feel like every time I start a new game, the world is my oyster. It's like the possibilities are endless. With the idea of starting a new game in Elden Ring, I don't know why, it just feels like there's opportunity everywhere. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Elden Ring is awesome, bro. I went back to it. I'm putting more. Before I went back to it, I had already put like 1,300 hours into it. So now I'm nearing 2,000. and it's awesome.
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy. It's such a good game.
I have to respect it.
I'm actually discovering things in the game that I've never discovered.
I love when that happens, especially with games when you've put that many hours into it, because you're like, wait, this existed the whole time?
I'll tell you why that's happening to me.
Okay.
It's because I'm playing it like I did when I first got it, but now with knowledge of the mechanics and everything, but I stripped everything else away. I was like, all right, I am going to just walk and search every nook and cranny. I'm just going to explore this game like it was my first time playing. And I discovered some really cool stuff. Like new Ashes of Wars I've never heard of or seen, new weapons didn't even know. Well, not new weapons because I platinum 100% it, but new Ashes of War, new items.
No, there
new
are
illusory walls.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, there are weapons you probably haven't found yet.
Non-legendary.
Because of, like, rare drop rates.
No, you have to get every weapon to 100% the game.
No, you don't.
Every legendary.
Yes, but I'm saying
Which
just
is-
standard weapons.
Yeah.
Because there's rare drop rates
Well,
with some of those
they're
standard
right, and it's
weapons.
actually funny you said that because I'm using a rare weapon right now that's very rare. The Lazuli sword. It's for mage strength builds. It's got this really dumb Ash of War, but I discovered it has a second part of it. I didn't even realize that. So cool. Anyway, we can move on
Okay.
to something similar.
Is this Night Rain?
Yeah, the reason I'm playing Elden Ring is because Night Rain made me do it. See, I put like 150 to 200 hours into Night Rain, even though I had no friends to play it with. I still did it, and I beat it. I beat all the bosses. I became the Night Lord or whatever. Didn't understand the narrative. Got to look into it more, but I destroyed Night Rain, and now
It does kind of feel like it's more like open narratively speaking.
they're adding more bosses now because they want me to come back. They saw that I beat it, and they're like, Harrison's got to get back in there.
So like that guy right there,
We got to get him back in
he's
there.
coming back.
Okay, so we could talk about it more. But no, I went back to Elden Ring because Night Rain made me do it. All right, we can move on from that.
Okay. Speaking of new games, and games that have yet to come out, Battlefield 6, which I think is like Project like Glacier or something like that, has decided that they want at minimum 100 million player base.
How do you even decide? That's not even your decision to
Well,
make.
so EA was like,
Can't
we
force
are
players."
anticipating 100 million player base, and DICE was like,
I don't understand how they think they can control the player base numbers. That doesn't make any sense
well,
to me.
right, because you look at 2042, which got, I think, like 26 million.
You can't control the player base numbers.
What they have said, which is going to be interesting, is that they want to bring back like Battlefield like 3 and 4 like energy, like vibes.
What do you mean?
Like they're trying to recreate the formula that was so successful with 3 and 4 for Battlefield 6. Which I'm okay with because I love Battlefield 4.
Is it going to be great? Battlefield's not bad. It's one
No,
of the,
it's
one of the
not.
better FPSs.
I actually enjoyed Battlefield more than COD.
Coming from an RPG gamer, strictly, it's one of the better FPSs. I can tell you that.
I love the bullet drop. I think it's such a good mechanic to put into the game.
What is the bullet drop, Nicholas?
So the farther a bullet travels, the lower it will land. So they put
real life physics in that.
Yeah.
Real life physics. Love it.
Yeah. So it's like if you're sniping
cool.
people, you actually have to aim correctly, like height wise, to hit them.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. And so like I really appreciate that.
That is pretty cool.
The Subnautica 2 leadership team scratched.
What do you mean? What does that even mean?
The team that was running the development for Subnautica 2 gone.
Not the actual developers.
No, the leadership for development.
So management?
The management is scrapped. And
Why?
refilled immediately. They pulled them out
Why?
and they put new people in. Because apparently they said that they wanted management that was more focused in the speed of development. And that they, quote, wish them well on their next endeavors. Which is crazy to me.
Okay.
But I'm like, that's insane. Like, they're pretty far into development. Why
That
not
is
just keep the
insane.
same people?
That's crazy.
It's insane to me.
Yeah, Subnautica 2 is coming out like soon. It's like out.
I don't know when it's coming out.
Well, it's coming.
It's I
It's
know.
coming. Subnautica
And
2 is
it's going to
coming.
be co-op, which I actually am really excited about.
It's going to be co-op.
because
How lovely.
for me, I could not play Subnautica 1. I
Why
tried.
not?
Because I suck.
It was hard, huh?
Yeah, it was. YouTube makes it look so easy.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
got some good
That's-
Hollywood gamers playing it.
That's true. But it's just like, I tried playing it myself, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, these people are like swimming around, like grabbing things, bringing them back, making things, and I'm just like,
I started that
dying of
process,
hunger.
and I didn't die of hunger. I wasn't that stupid.
I didn't die of hunger. Okay,
He's lying.
I did die.
He's lying.
I did die of thirst.
You died of thirst in the ocean.
Yes.
Well, that's
It's
actually
saltwater.
very possible. Yeah,
That's happened to many people in
That is
real life.
entirely possible. You can die from drinking salt water.
Yeah,
True, and you
It
can
is
die of
true.
thirst on an island
It's true.
if you're stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, that's something that I found.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Battlefield, Subnautica, and
I
No
do-
Swim Sonic stuff, whatever that meant.
Okay.
What is No Swim Sonic?
Do you know why Sonic can't swim?
Sonic can't swim?
No, Sonic cannot swim.
Do you know why Souls-like protagonists can't swim?
No.
You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Okay. I
Okay.
feel like you don't actually. Okay. The reason is that the creator of Sonic thought hedgehogs couldn't swim, so they.
So it was like, this
They
has to be
coded
real
it in.
life?
Yeah, so
Because
they-
real life hedgehogs talk, and they run infinite miles an hour, so it has to be this accurate, because
So
this one can't swim.
That's why he couldn't swim.
Technically, he can. If you can run that fast, you can just run on water.
That's not swimming. It's running on water.
Fine. Fine. But I
What-
hated that developer was like, he was like, oh, it has to be accurate. A talking hedgehog
Right.
can't swim. Who runs at light speed? Faster.
It's faster than light speed.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
What's your tidbit?
What's my tip? What do you mean?
Why can't souls like swim?
I don't know why.
Anyways,
I don't know. You're the one. You tell me. You're the one asking questions.
you just said that if I told you my thing, you would tell me yours.
I told you mine. I don't know why. That was up to you that you believed I actually had some
I
valuable
didn't
information
believe.
to say.
Okay,
that was your fault.
I
Don't know why. Because if you know why Souls-like protagonists can't swim, please tell us.
I know why Dragon's Dogma 2 people can't swim.
Why can dragons? Oh, I know why dragons. I mean, they can swim. They'll just get eaten by that red thing.
By the brine.
By the brine.
With really, like, kind of dumb, but also funny, like,
It's basically the
dialogue.
Kraken.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's like this force.
No, it's like
It's like this evil force.
It's like the
underwater.
Briar in Elden Ring. That's what it looks like.
It doesn't act like it at all, though. Briar is literally like an incantation.
Yeah. Well, what if someone incanted the water?
Incantated.
In what do you say for the? How would you say it?
Incantated?
That doesn't sound like a word.
Incanted? Enchanted?
Enchanted? No. That
What if
sounds,
they did an incant? How about that?
They incanted?
We'll just leave it.
Okay.
Brine, yes. You can swim, but you
Die.
You will die from brine.
Or just put into your other world thing if you're a pawn. Moving on.
Moving on.
Did you see?
Do you know why the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, can swim?
Because he's fit and able.
In other words, he learned how to swim. We can move on.
Did you see that there were 3 former Ubisoft execs that were fired?
Yes. This is crazy big news. There might even be some big changes coming out of Ubisoft after this as well.
Well,
but-
also with all like the Xbox layoffs now too.
So 3 big execs got canned from Ubisoft. Ubisoft. I'm not going to tell you the reason why. It was very bad. Not going to say it on here. If you want to know why yourself, go look it up. But it's completely inexcusable.
Yeah.
No place for that in any industry at all. We can move on from it. We don't have
Okay.
to talk too much about
Okay.
it. But we do have our weekly wheel spin. Ladies and gentlemen, every week we take a wheel. Nick has the wheel right here in his hand. And we spin that wheel. What happens when Nick spins that wheel? It lands on a character. When it lands on a game. When it lands on a game, we are going to pick 2 characters from that game. Doesn't matter which character, it is not going to be the main characters. It is going to be potentially NPCs from the game or potentially characters you've never even heard of in the game. So that being said, here we go with Wheel Spin, Character Unlikely Encounters. And what do we have for him? Nicholas? What did it land on? Nicholas?
Green. Mass Effect.
Oh, it landed on Mass Effect. Okay, cool.
weird.
I know who I could be.
I don't.
I'm going to be a human.
Okay.
I'm going to be a human that served on the Normandy under Commander Shepard. But I was just in charge of the poop deck. The poop deck is the toilets, right?
No.
What is the poop deck? I want to be I'm just the guy who did the toilets.
You're the latrine man?
Yeah, I was the janitor on the Normandy. I serve under Commander Shepard. And we are on an alliance ship right now,
Yep.
as there's a treaty going on between the Krogans and the humans.
And I've just walked out of
You
the
just took a
bathroom.
poopy.
Yeah. And I'm a big reptile man.
Yes. And I am cleaning the bathroom here while you're washing your hands or whatever. Here we
Okay.
go. Whoa! Boy, I smell a lot of poopies in my day. This is my job here, saying, boy, that was one of the biggest stinkers I've ever smelled. Woo!
It's because the Krogans have a higher capacity to absorb nutrients, so we process more foods.
Well, you must be the nicest Krogan I've ever heard, because normally if I would say that to a Krogan, they would take it a very different way.
It's because of the Alliance. That's the only reason.
Ah, well-
Had this been another ship in another time, your limbs would be removed.
Ah, well, I thank you very much for that, Mr. Krogan. What can I call you, Mr. Krogan, sir? I'm not going to call you Big Smelly Poopy Man now, am I?
Flambe.
Flambe. Well, that is quite an interesting name.
They gifted it to me as a way to make me more feminine, and in that sense, I became one of the strongest warriors.
Interesting. Krogans, they do not condone femininity. And
No.
I'm very, very intrigued as to how. Were you raised in a different scene than the Krogans? Where were
No,
you
it's
raised?
because I was the runt. They wanted to make a fool of me.
Ah, interesting.
And
Well,
what about you? You seem runtish.
I am a human. We are about a third of your size, so
Yes, you're quite small.
Yes.
I could step on you and you'd just be nothing.
that's absolutely correct. You sound an awful like a man I know who's a vampire.
No.
No? Okay. I'm getting that a bit wrong. Yes, me.
You
though.
are vampires.
No, I play games with vampires.
What games?
I play a game called Baldur's Gate 3, and you sound a lot like a character in that game. Just a little bit more raspier. But we can move on. So, aside from big poopies that I clean up all day, this human serves under Commander Shepard.
Oh, the important one.
That's right. I serve under Commander Shepard, and I'm proud to do it. I've actually wiped his butt once. He was
Directly, you've wiped his ass.
Yes. I cleaned his poop and I wiped his butt. He was in a very sticky situation, and there was no one around to help.
Was the stick because of his feces?
Yes.
How does one as reputable as Shepard end up in his own feces?
I'm not at liberty to discuss any
I think
information
you
like that.
will tell
Nope,
me.
I can't do that because that's actually part of this treaty. So unfortunately, I'm not allowed to talk about
You
that.
will bring the treaty,
But
and you will show me the section
I
where
just
you
cl-
are unallowed.
I just clean the poops. I don't know anything about that. I'm very proud of cleaning Commander Shepard's poop one day. That's all I've got to say. I've cleaned your poop. That's really it. I'm just
when
the
this
poop guy.
treaty ends,
Oh, boy.
you will turn into mine poop.
I will turn into your poop. That means you're going to eat me.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I hope the treaty never ends then.
Good day.
Good day. All right.
Does that work?
And that worked. That's Mass Effect. Don't know if it'll make the cut though.
Okay.
But that's Mass Effect.
Well, who doesn't like poop jokes?
Alrighty, moving on. If you guys are really enjoying what you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button right now. It means so much to us, and it will do a lot for the channel. So hit that subscribe button right now if
Right
you're liking.
now.
If you're liking what you're seeing. If you don't like it, just swipe up.
You don't even need to pause. You could just hit subscribe right now.
Hit the subscribe button right this second.
Literally right now.
Do it.
I'm watching you.
Moving right along to what's your build? Oh my goodness. I love this one, especially right now because, personally, as we all know, I'm playing Elden Ring once again because I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. The thing about the build I'm doing right now,
Tell me.
it's a different build than I've typically done before.
Oh.
So, I mean, I've started like 6 new games since I started playing again like 2 weeks ago. However,
God.
don't judge me.
How do you
However,
do you just not finish the game?
Of course not. What's the fun in that?
Well, fighting all the way through all those bosses to get to the final boss is so rewarding.
It is, but sometimes you can't take a character that far. You just want to try a new one. So I've got so many files. I've got like 30 files across like 3 different profiles. It's crazy. It's ridiculous how many save files and characters I have.
Personally,
And the hours I have.
I would just take my like maxed character and then just remap their stats.
That's you. That's you personally. Personally, I am a habitual new gamer.
We know.
And what that means
Oh god.
is I start new games all the time, habitually. So,
It's called an addiction.
with my build this week, I'm doing a strength arcane build. I've not done that very often.
Interesting.
Typically, people do the Dex arcane build to get
Yeah.
that bleed, to proc that bleed and all that. But I'm doing a strength arcane build. I'll have a little bit of bleed on there, but I'm mostly a bonker. So, but like, I also have the Albinoric staff too.
Oh.
So I can use some magic and I'm rocking Mirai's Executioner Sword with the Sword Talisman. So the sword talisman. So as many times as you hit, your attack just increases the more you hit with successive attacks. Beautiful. My build is stupid right now, and I'm only level 50. What I did was I went all the way to the Altus Plateau just to get the Mirai's Executioner Sword at level 30. And I beat that hard dude at the Shaded Castle at level 30.
That's wild.
The Briar Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, level 30. Very proud of myself.
How long
so
did that
I'm
take you?
Rocking that. 2 tries. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I am like becoming a real Elden gangster.
What?
I am an Elden lord.
What did you use to kill him? Do you remember?
I did. I used the great axe that you get in Limgrave with the 2 giants that are pulling it on the cart.
That's what you used?
That's what I used.
That's wild.
And you want to ask me what my stats look like?
What do your stats look like, Harrison?
No, for that fight, I had invested. I used just the barbarian, right?
Yeah.
I had invested nothing anywhere else. I was level 30, and you start at level 7. So I
Unless you
invested
start as-
23 points in strength.
Jesus.
I touched nothing, and that's why I was able to wield that axe at level 30.
That means you had to basically do no hit.
I did. I got hit once, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm an Elden gangster.
Well, I have some fun news for you.
I love when people are impressed by my Elden Ring gameplay.
I am doing something very dumb in Elden Ring at the moment. It is the double fingerprint shield.
You're playing as a wall?
I'm playing as a wall.
You're doing the wall
I'm
build?
doing the wall build.
Oh, dude, I've always wanted to
I'm
try
so like
it.
I'm super
It
chunky.
is so like
I made my character
you
kind
can't
of
even
like
sprint.
No,
You're just
can't.
walking.
Yeah, which is great.
The
because-
wall build is you have to be over encumbered the entire time.
Yeah. So
You can't dodge.
basically, I will
Oh
have
my god.
none of my armor or anything equipped until I get to the boss because I want to get there fast. Because obviously you can't
Of course,
move.
yeah. That's crazy. I'd
So-
love to see gameplay of that.
I will try to pull some because it's very funny.
So in order to
and
get
I have died.
In order to get 2 fingerprint shields, though, someone either dropped you one on your first playthrough, or you're on your new game +2. I mean +1.
New game plus.
Okay, new game plus, yeah. Which is interesting because new game plus is a lot easier than starting a new game.
Yeah, which I will tell you now, very entertaining to walk up with a half wall build to the grafted scion,
Oh, and just eat him.
and so he just
eat
comes
him.
up, and you're just like, shield.
Oh my god.
And so he
The
can't do
wall-
anything.
The wall build is wild. I've never done it.
It's so
I don't think I have the patience for it.
I'm slowly running out of the patience for it.
I just love switching, getting new weapons, and like change. Like
I do too.
I love
I've
evolving
never used the
my current build. I love evolving my current build with new weapons and new armor within the same.
yeah.
You know.
So when I
stats.
fought the grafted scion, what I did was I had the fingerprint, and then I switched over to the cannon one.
The jar cannon?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the strongest
Yeah. So
ranged
just-
weapon in the entire game.
Yeah. So I would just
can literally
I
knock out
just
anybody if you buff it
I'd
enough.
go back and forth
That's
between them.
hilarious. Yeah, that's a wall.
It was a wall.
That's a wall.
That's a fortress.
That is a fortress. That is a castle, a shaded
It's a-
castle.
Yeah, the shaded castle.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Do you have a build? Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yes. So
Oh,
I'll
what's
tell
your
you-
build for that?
So I'm gonna give you two. It's a twofer, and I'll tell you why. Because my first playthrough, I did a rogue build. I did a thief rogue build.
Dude, you can melt health with that. Melt.
Yeah. So I just restarted.
It's broken.
I just restarted
It's
because I
broken.
don't remember any of my movesets, right? And like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't remember,
You start a new
you
game.
just start a new game.
That's right.
Because
but there's one thing I hate about Dragon's
you
Dogma.
don't have save files.
You can have one. That's it.
That's it.
If you restart a new game, you lose everything.
And they ask you like 3 times. They're like, "Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? How sure?" are
While
you?"
they didn't do, if you want another save file, you have to create a whole new profile.
Yeah. So I am doing a very standard shield and sword build. Because I never do those.
Safe.
I never do those.
Love those. Those are my go-to.
Well, I hate them usually. Because,
Really? Why?
Because I love the high risk, high reward
Yeah.
meta.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I like that more only when I'm familiar with the game. Like in Elden Ring now, since I do like no-hit runs now, I'm cool with something like that.
yeah. Well, I remember the very first time I wanted to do like a paladin build, so like big sword and a shield, and then I realized I suck with a shield in Elden Ring. So then I just went to big sword.
Big bunk boy.
And actually,
Big bunk boy.
I used the golden halberd in my very first run through.
The golden halberd. I just discovered it for the first time 2 weeks ago. I don't think we had
What?
Yeah, we had no conversation about it. We hadn't talked about it because listen, you were
what,
in Europe.
You never killed the first sentinel outside the.
I have, but ever since you told me that you beat the Elden Beast with the golden halberd, I thought to myself, is it that good? So what did I do?
You did a strength build.
The very first time I went back to Elden Ring after Night Rain was with a strength faith build, and it was with the golden halberd. And I made it all the way to the DLC with the golden halberd. I gotta tell you, the golden halberd is something special. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, dude, that
It
thing
really
does
is
good
something-
damage.
Because
good
it has
range.
a different move set than the other spears and
Yes.
halberds. That's why
Yes.
it's so special.
That's
also,
why it's so special.
And then of course, it's got Golden Vow, which is incredibly powerful, boosting everything, and it lasts longer than
Yes.
a regular Ash of War Golden Vow. I've
Yes.
noticed too. So I'm like, all right, there's something here. He was onto something with his golden halberd.
I will say this.
That's what I discovered.
You can get the Golden Vow Ash of War and put it on like a dagger or something if you can't use the Golden Halberd yet.
Yeah. You can get the Golden Vow Ash of War in Limgrave.
Yeah. I'm telling them in case they didn't know.
How could you not know that?
I didn't know that until like my 3rd playthrough.
Well, I didn't know that until like my 5th playthrough.
There you go.
I'm on like my 225th playthrough.
Yeah, dude. Can you call it a playthrough if you don't play through it?
I love how Shut up. I love how we were talking about Dragon's Dogma 2 and just went right back to Elden Ring. That's fine, though.
It's fine. Hey guys, if you guys didn't know, AI Limit is now 20% off until July 10th. Harris and I have both played it. Fantastic indie game. If you like Souls-like, you're gonna love this. There's no stamina. No stamina
There's
bar.
no stamina
There's
bar at
no
all.
stamina
It's
at all.
awesome. It's
Which-
awesome.
Roll, sprint, swing, whatever you want. You have
Great boss
multiple
fights,
weapons
too.
that you can choose
There's
from.
really good boss fights
really
in that game.
fun mechanics. You guys will have a great time.
Yeah.
It's super
The
cool.
environments are awesome, too. Great game. Go check it out. 20% off on Steam right now.
Are you ready for trivia?
This is Speedrun Trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Every week we do Speedrun Trivia. Well, one of us gets in the hot seat when the other one reads questions for the... Let's do Speedrun Trivia.
Okay.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. What was the prior proposed name for Dark Souls? 3, 2, 1.
Darkness.
Close. Dark Ring.
Oh, I knew it was Dark Ring. I knew it was Dark Ring.
And the reason they changed it is because Dark Ring is slang
Yeah.
for butthole.
Is it really?
Yeah.
A Dark Ring
Your dark ring.
is this, and that's why they're like, we're not gonna do it. That's hilarious.
And here's a fun little extra one for you.
So they went from souls to ring.
They went from
Ring to souls.
Yeah.
And then they put the ring back in Elden.
Yeah. And then here's a fun little thing. The proposed name for Demon Souls was Dark Race.
That sounds
Bad.
bad.
So that's why they changed it. 'Cause
That's
they're
hilarious. I love From Software. Their guts are so funny when they go with their gut. Their go-to answers are hilarious. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. All right. How many playable characters are in Night Rain? 3, 2, 1.
6,
No.
9. Oh, 8. 8.
Yeah, 8.
Sorry.
Eight.
8. You get two. You get two later. Sorry. Yeah.
That's crazy.
8. Revenant. Yeah, I got it. I know. I got him. I beat it. I got him. 8.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We're gonna count that one.
Okay. I counted it for you. What Minecraft mob was created by mistake? 3, 2, 1.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, that was in World of Warcraft.
The Creeper.
Okay, never played Minecraft. Sorry.
So if you want a little fun fact on that one, they were trying to make a cow, and they got the player model a little bit wrong. So
So what does it look like?
The Creeper?
Yeah.
You don't know what a Creeper looks like?
I've never played Minecraft.
It was literally on everything for like the span of 10 years.
I probably saw it then.
It's the green one.
I probably saw it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
How quickly did GTA 5 make $1 billion?
6 months.
3, 2,
3 months.
1.
1 month.
3 days. 3 days. That's crazy, right?
Yes.
Okay, how quickly do you think GTA 6 will make 1 billion?
3 hours.
I'm going with 19.
I'm going with 20 hours. I'm going with less than a day.
Less than a day.
I'm going with less. I'm going with 1 full day. I'm going with 24 hours, and it's going to reach $1 billion.
I think it's really plausible.
Wow.
That's
Rockstar.
insane, right?
Rockstar propaganda. You get those emails that are called Rockstar propaganda?
No.
Oh, good for you. I get spammed by Rockstar propaganda.
Well, it took me like a week, maybe 2, to finally get unsubscribed.
Oh, so you did originally get
I
them.
did originally.
Everyone
yeah.
gets those. I think that's why it's so big. They figured it out.
Yeah.
The mailing list.
How large is Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall's map? 3.
Yeah.
2,
Okay. So I don't know how to describe it. I've actually seen it. It's literally it is the world of Cyrodiil. That's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the world.
It's one of the.
It
I
is
think
the
it's
entire world of
largest-
Cyrodiil because Skyrim's in it. All of Tamriel's in it. Everything is in it. I
If
know.
you
I've
can-
seen the out of it. Yeah.
If you can, give me a country with a similar square kilometer,
Okay.
I will mark it as correct.
Okay. Just tell me.
England. 161 square kilometers
It
is
says
the size
big
of
as
Daggerfall's
England?
map. Yes.
Stupid. I don't know how they were able to create that with bits, 16 bits on a computer.
I couldn't tell you. Moving on. What language do the Sims speak? 3, 2, 1.
Gibberish.
No.
Simonian.
Closer.
Simian.
Close-ish.
Simcloftons.
Simlish.
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 I was close.
You were. You just had to like mesh them all together.
Ah, man. I was speaking my own kind of Simlish there.
Yeah. They completely speak a fake language, and it's named Simlish.
Yeah. And it sounded like French in the beginning. People thought it was French.
That's funny. That makes sense. What Pokemon was added in secret in Red and Blue? 3, 2,
Masingo.
1.
No, that's a glitch.
It was a secret edition
Mew?
by a Game Freak programmer. Yes, Mew.
Mew. Mew.
All right. Callback.
Who came first, Mew or Mewtwo?
Like canonically or
No,
like
just,
lore?
just.
Okay. What was Bloodborne's story directly inspired by? To writer. 3, 2.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
Hey,
I didn't
hey.
know that.
Yeah, I know. You're not a writer. I am. I should.
Okay. A Street Fighter 2 programming oversight led to what famous mechanic?
Oh, the double,
one.
the thing. It's like a double step thing.
I'll give it to you. The combos.
The combo thing.
Combos. No, combos was a programming oversight.
Oh, like actual combos?
combos.
Oh, don't give that one to me. I was not thinking of that. Do not give me that one.
Okay. You don't get that one.
I don't deserve that one. I was thinking of something else. That is really
It's a
cool.
programming oversight. They just didn't.
Combos were not part of it.
No.
So what were they supposed to do? Just like one punch and then hang back?
Yeah, like there was supposed to be like a space in between being able to hit. It's supposed to be like, because it's only so fast you can program things.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Hadouken! You'll get this one. Sony was partnered with what company?
Nintendo.
You mother-
You already gave me that question.
Did I?
Yep.
I tried to word it in a special way.
Say the question again so they can get it.
Okay. Sony was partnered with what company before their deal fell through to make the PlayStation 1?
Nintendo.
Yeah. Thanks. What is the highest grossing franchise? 3,
Minecraft.
2, 1.
Pokemon.
Yes.
Yes!
Give it to you, even though it's your second.
I was just guessing Minecraft. I had to think about it for Pokemon.
How much time was in between Apex's launch and their announcement for the game? 3,
4 years.
2, 1.
3 years.
None.
6 weeks. The day of.
They released and announced it at the exact same time.
That's balls.
Isn't that crazy?
That's balls.
Back in like 2019 or
That
whatever.
is balls. That takes balls. That's putting your balls on the table.
Yep.
Wow.
Kirby was almost / originally what color?
Yellow.
3. Whoa. Okay.
Don't ask me how I knew that. I just guessed, and in my head, to me, it seemed like the only other color that it would like, he would kind of look cool and be friendly would be yellow.
So, fun fact about this is when they were doing marketing to the U.S. for Kirby, he was white because of the confusion for what color he was going to be.
Interesting.
So I think that's kind of cool.
Pink is definitely a good choice.
Pink was the right choice.
Pink is a great choice.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Donkey Kong was sued by which company for copyright? 3, 2, 1.
Epic.
No.
I just guessed. I don't know.
Universal
Really? Why?
for King Kong.
Yeah. King Kong came out in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
Donkey
they-
Kong came out in the
They tried suing him
70s,
for
80s.
for copyright.
Yeah, he is 100% King Kong. Donkey
Yeah.
Kong is King Kong.
Yes. But he's
Wow.
Donkey Kong.
He is a donkey for some reason.
Yeah, I
He's
was
a
actually going to
gorilla.
ask if you knew why he was Donkey Kong.
Don't know why they changed it to donkey. They could have called him Monkey Kong or something. He's a gorilla
Gorilla Kong?
or like G Kong.
G Kong sounds weird. So does Monkey Kong. to
You
be
got
fair.
Donkey Kong, which is now
We could have MK
what it
for
is.
Monkey Kong.
Monkey Kong would have worked.
MK.
I would have liked Monkey Kong.
Monkey Kong is such a funny title.
That's what it would have. That's what would have been cool to me.
Yeah.
MK baby.
MK.
Yeah. MK Bonanza. Monkey Kong Bonanza. That sounds better.
MK Bonanza.
Monkey Kong Bonanza. I'm doing a petition to change Donkey Kong to Monkey Kong right now.
I'll be your first signature.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you guys? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
6 more here. Cool. Monkey Kong is turning into a thing. You heard it here first, live in the Hollywood Gamer. Alrighty.
MK.
What is my next question?
You're done.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I won. How many did I get?
You
Like
won.
6?
Let's find out.
I got like 7
You
or
got
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got 6.
Wow, you know what? I will give you 7
6
because
out
you
of
guessed
8.
the correct.
6 out of 9. 6 out of 15. I mean, I got 9 that I got wrong. That sucks. Whatever.
There were some tough ones in there.
What are you gonna do? Dark ring. Alrighty. Moving on.
So weird.
I gotta go wipe my dark ring after this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game, AI Limit. It is a really cool indie Souls game. We've both played it.
We have.
It's pretty great.
There's no stamina bar.
Yeah, dude, there's no stamina bar. If you like
can-
Souls games,
You can roll indefinitely.
you can roll and sprint indefinitely. It's a pretty cool game. Go check out AI Limit right now on Steam
right now.
for yourself. Would you rather? You said you had some for me,
I
right?
did. I did.
Oh, I
actually.
can't wait for
I did.
these.
Okay. So, would you rather solo Night Rain or have 2 useless extras?
Considering how I've already done both of those, I can tell you the one I would take any day of the week.
Okay.
And I'm going to solo Night Rain any day of the week over having 2 useless co-op people with me, because when you have more than one person with you, when it's more than just you, the difficulty spike goes up. The health increases for all the bosses. Everything goes up. Everything becomes harder. They become more aggressive. And if you have 2 useless fuckos with you, then the game just became 3 times harder than when you would play by yourself.
That is how it works in Convergence. The mod Convergence for Elden Ring is all the bosses double health.
So what would you rather do?
I'd probably solo.
There's only one answer here, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the mechanics of them being able to like pick you up is really nice, just in case.
There's one answer here.
What about semi-useless?
Useless they can only be useless in a fighting sense. They're very useful in a sense where they will heal you every time.
Yeah.
I'm still not doing it. I'm still not doing it.
That's fair.
All right, do you have any more for me?
I do.
What else you got?
Would you rather be best friends with Cloud or Sephiroth?
I'm going to pick Cloud because Sephiroth kills his friends. And Sephiroth doesn't even remember who he is or what he is.
Yeah, but you
And
could
neither
turn him
does
into a good
Cloud.
person.
What?
You could turn Sephiroth into a good person that way.
Trust me, your friendship is not turning Sephiroth into a good person. Your friendship is not doing that for him.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not doing that for him. I'm going to be Cloud's friend because at least you can get peace and quiet when you want because he just doesn't talk that much.
Yeah.
And then you also got like a, really strong, one of your boys is super strong to get your back if there's a fight.
Yeah.
I'm going with Cloud.
That's fair.
What about you?
Probably Cloud. I just feel like he'd be kind of boring.
100% boring, but it's up to you to like carry the fun.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just there to like get your back and look cool.
Yeah. And to be fair, if you do get into a fight, you're probably chilling.
He's probably going to be a dope wingman too, pick up girls.
No, he's pulling.
He's probably going to be dope in a sense where he doesn't do anything, he just sits there. And
Yeah.
all the girls come to him and
Yeah,
then
but then they won't look at you.
Well, you're like, I'm with him, and they're like,
I can get you his phone number.
and then you're like, all right.
And I'm
got
like,
any more?
Psych, he doesn't have a phone number. He doesn't have a phone.
He doesn't have a phone.
Would you rather have to fight Lord of the Rings spiders or Harry Potter spiders?
Harry Potter spiders. Because at Harry Potter, they look like bitches, those spiders, and they didn't actually do much. They even took that lady away, and they didn't do anything with her. She survived.
Yeah.
You know there ain't nothing happening. And you know what the spiders do. They'll petrify you, like in Chamber of Secrets, but then you can obviously be recovered from it. You can come back from it.
Yeah.
So I ain't going for those Lord of the Rings spiders. Those things are
Terrifying.
ruthless. Will rip you limb from limb.
And not even talking about Shelob either.
Yeah, hell no, bro. I don't want to deal with anything from Lord of the Rings. The world of Lord of the Rings is like Dark Souls. It is just so bleak, and everything wants to kill you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's beautiful, but it's just so death at every corner. Lord of the Rings, that world is just like that. Yeah, hell no. What about you?
I'm never touching Lord of the Rings as far as like fighting goes. That's terrifying.
It's too
work.
terrifying. Like
Also,
that
like,
is real.
also-
That's real world stuff.
Also, if we're being honest, in Harry Potter, I'm learning the killing curse right
That's
off
what
the
I'm
rip.
saying. You have so many advantages if you're in Harry Potter. You
Also-
could be a wizard all day.
Also, have we ever seen any account of like a mana bar for Harry Potter? Is
Nobody
it just
ever
unlimited
gets
mana.
Nobody ever goes, "Oh, I'm out of FP. I'm out of spells.
Or
I'm
I'm
out of
too
magic
tired."
points, or I'm out of stamina." No, it's never. You can cast unlimited spells. You can cast 17 Avada Kedavras in a row if you want to.
Because like I feel like out of all the movies and all the books, no one ever gets tired.
No. But in Dragon Ball Z, all day they need energy. They need sensu beans, and that translates to the games.
Yeah.
But no, Harry
true.
Potter, they don't get worn out. There's no sensu beans. You can get spliced from doing the transporting thing.
Yeah. But
And then you can get killed from the curse, but there's no stamina, there's no magic, there's no magic
and
bar,
I
there's
bet
no
there's
limits.
I bet there's like
You are as powerful as the spells you know, and you can cast them as fast as your mind and your wrist flicks.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah, if
Let
you
us
guys have a
know.
Would You Rather, we'll do that too. But maybe save that for next time, because we're closing out the show right now.
What?
That's right, I'm going to go play Elden Ring.
I'm gonna play Dragon's Dogma.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was great having you.
It was a pleasure as always.
I love it.
I love it.
This was level 14. We did it again.
And we're gonna do it again.
We're doing it again. And we will see you next week for level 15, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm running out of fingers.
We love you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us. It means a lot. It really does a lot for our channel. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Leave some comments.
And we post videos every day. And that's it for us, guys. We will see you next week for level 15. I'm Harrison.
I'm Nick.
And we're live at Next Gen Games in Hollywood. This was the Hollywood Gamer, baby. We'll see you next week.
Every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. Shit, you're about to kill me, babe. Move, babe. Get out the way. I'm trying to play that duty, but your booty in my way. Come on, I know I said I love you, but today's a new day. And I got this new game, so please just step away. I'm a hardcore gamer, so I don't believe in hygiene. My feet smell like cheese, and my teeth could use some whitening. My controller is so clean, and my gamer tag is frightening. I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. Let's even the odds like Battle Royale. I pray for the kill and grab it from hell. I grew up on swords and magic and dragons. I play Final Fantasy, I'll tell you what happened. I murdered that Zeus as Kratos in Athens. I lost a finger when I played that assassin. The Keyblade of Darkness is in Hollow Bastion. Uncharted the best, I'm running with Drake. I fuck up a zombie, I'm skinning a snake. Days Gone is a shit, and Bloodborne is legit. Fuck that. This game is so hard, it makes me rage quit. And that's about it. I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. I just beat that Fallen Order, Star Wars is the titties. I be playing PUBG while I'm taking off that shitty. Woo! I grew up on Sonic, Mortal Kombat was iconic. Then came Tekken, came in second. I play Crash, I play Spyro, Twisted Metal, eat a gyro. Or is it Hero? Nah, it's Jiro. RPGs are my thing. Witcher, Skyrim, Fallout King. You only know what I mean if you're a true gamer like me, of course. I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour, every minute, every second of my life, I'm a gamer. Every day, every night, every hour,